shot lined up. Cross at minus plus. Will I fire on ya? Bishop, knight, or rook. Bright as diamond. Some will find it rough to just rise above. As I got my shot lined up. Thought it's on the target pull. I done gotta stop, reload.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of OB Plays MTG. I am OB, and today we're playing some Standard. Because Throne of Eldraine is gone, everybody. It is history. We don't have to think about it anymore, except in Historic. But we're not talking about Historic today, because Innistrad Midnight Hunt is here. Rotation happened. We're able to play Standard again without seeing Bone Crusher Giants and Brazen Borrowers and Edgewell Innkeepers and Love-Struck Beasts. So, I figured we'd try something a little different today. LSV posted this list on Channel Fireball. Yeah, I net deck. I don't care. I don't have time to sit here and brew decks. It's not a passion of mine, and if it's a passion of yours, dope, man. I'm into it. I'll probably use your list. We'll have fun. I may take lists someday. You never know. But until then, basically, everyone's saying Alrund's Epiphany is the best card in Standard. And what LSV is trying to figure out is what's the best shell to include Alrund's Epiphany in. New cards that we can talk about. Consider 1 blue, look at top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard, draw a card. So it's basically better opt. Cathartic Pyre, choose one. Cathartic Pyre deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker, or discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. So you can discard 1 card, draw a card, discard 2. I've used it as both. It's really good removal, and it's really good to just kind of churn through the deck. Paths of the Festival, ramp spell, search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Then if there are 3 or more basic land types among lands you control, scry 1. Also has a flashback cost of 4 and a green. So you can do it twice, and usually we will, but sometimes we won't. Depends what we draw into. This card's pretty insane. Memory Deluge. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast a spell. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. It has flashback of 5 blue. This can get at. This is such a great cantrip. It really is. Like, it's so good. It's also an instant, so you play it at the end of your opponent's turn and just gives you a variety, and you take 2 of those cards that you're looking at, and if you cast it with flashback, you're looking at 7 cards deep into the deck. It's really good. This card really surprised me from Innistrad. Burn Down the House. Choose 1, Burn Down the House deals 5 damage to each creature in Planeswalker, or create 3 1/1 red devil creature tokens with when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target, and they gain haste until the end of turn. These devil tokens, if you've ever played with the original 3 mana Tybalt from War of the Spark, it's pretty good. It was like a great sideboard card for red decks when War was still legal in Standard, because you could prevent people from gaining life, and Uro was around back then, and we just don't talk about him. Wrenn Seven, honestly, I'm brewing another deck on the side. I know I said brewing's not my passion, but if I come up with an idea or something sparks it. Reed Duke was talking about a list that was just basically like mono green with a copy of Ashaya and all this other stuff, but I kind of manipulated it into a Golgari landfall style deck. It's hit or miss. But this card, I think, hasn't found its ultimate home yet. I think this card's insane. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm sure everybody knows this thing was spoiled pretty much first. But I think this card's pretty awesome, and combined with a Seeker's Chariot, that -3 is pretty strong. Create a green Treefolk creature token with reach, and this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. So basically in a deck that, I'm talking about with the landfall, when you're just ramp, and by the time you got 12 lands, you got a 12/12, activate a Seeker's Chariot, you copy it, you got 2 12/12s. So it was an interesting little interaction. Tovolar's Huntmaster. When Tovolar's Huntmaster enters the battlefield, create 2/2/2 green wolf creature tokens. Its backside, when it's nighttime, is whenever Tovolar's Pack Leader enters the battlefield or attacks, create 2/2/2 green wolf creature tokens. So it's basically way stronger Grave Titan on the backside. Still a lot of great value on the front side. So, Alrund's Epiphany, obviously, because that's what we're trying to figure out here. And then, of course, the Call Time showing its power level now, man. Goldspan Dragon you can't beat the card. It's pretty amazing. And then some removal like Frostbite. Sideboard, Disdainful Stroke, Malevolent Hermit from Midnight Hunt. Just a really good card. Non-creature, or basically you can use it to counter, non-creature spells early in the game, maybe even late in the game, depends. When it's on its backside, you can't be countered, and it's also just a 2/2 flyer, something you can throw in. It's decent against other control matchups. Burning Hands, good against green cards, green creature cards. Cinderclasm, a lot of mono white, like baby stuff going around now. Everybody's trying these 1/1 token strategies. This will clear the board of it. Negate, control matchups, an extra copy of Tovolar's Huntmaster to bring in against some aggro decks, and then this card, which you bring in kind of with, against other, controls decks and stuff like that, because a lot of times when people sideboard as controls matchups, when they see you're playing something that isn't really playing a lot of creatures, they take out a lot of the removal. You throw in Suspicious Stowaway, can't be blocked. They don't really have too many options to deal with it, so it could be really good, and then you're drawing cards all the time. So that's pretty good. That's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into the video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Let's get into these games. I'm really stoked to play some Standard today. Rocking some Midnight Hunt Standard. How excited are you guys to have the most powerful set ever made out of the game? I mean, aside from like alpha, beta, and all that BS, but most powerful set in a while. I'm pretty stoked. I'm really excited to see what people are playing. I've been playing a lot. Don't let me fool you and act like I haven't. But I've been playing a lot of different things, trying out a lot of different strategies. I'm not really sold on werewolves on my end, which we're probably playing against it now, but I always seem to draw the wrong cards at the wrong time. We'll see, like it's one of those things. I have really enjoyed Is It Dragons, though. I've been playing Is It Dragons. Cam of the DWC, the Disorganized Wizards Club podcast. They're a bunch of Ottawa-based players that talk about anything and everything dealing with Magic, tournaments, decks, stories, all that. I'm just being a shill. He put together a really cool deck, Grixis Dragons, and been using the Meat Hook Massacre to some great results, apparently. So, we'll see. Everybody's brewing different stuff. We do have a ton of board wipes in this deck, which is interesting. Arlen Pax Hope. This card here is pretty good. The Reckless Storm Seeker. I'm interested to see how that pans out as well. I kind of want to play this as a blue and then do this. Put that in the graveyard. Draw a card. Drew into a land. Honestly, if we don't get a burn down the house soon, we're going to be in some schneerious trouble. Got a new playmat. Hopefully going to be doing some Commander content soon. That'd be pretty cool. My buddy does a lot of spell table stuff. I'm trying to figure out a setup that'll make sense and work, but what can you do? Yeah, see, like, people play werewolves and it's like beast mode, crazy, win the game. I legit never have had an interaction like this ever once playing the deck. I'm like, draw Kessig Naturalist. Play it, it dies. And then I'm just like, oh, I'm sad. This isn't fun anymore. It's okay. We're probably going to just take out one of these, take out two of these. We'll get a Huntmaster, bring in Cinderclasm, and that'll do. I mean, this might be good too. We can take out maybe there's a lot of removal. That's a lot. One of these and second deluge. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to be casting stuff like that. Feels right. It's almost October. Get spooky with it, you know. Plenty of removal in hand. these new cards, I really want to get the specialty lands for this. They're amazing. I was looking at them earlier. We'll go ahead and play this first. Get the double land down. Probably play this on... Wish we had blue mana. I think we'll just play this first when they drop their first werewolfy. Yep, Kessig Naturalist. Like clockwork with aggressive decks. Kill that. Blue. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Probably going to play Path here. We're going to try and get as much out as we can. Let's go with... We have red in hand, so we'll grab another green, because eventually Tovolar's Huntmaster is going to be pretty good. Reckless Stormseeker. Nice. We will definitely kill that next turn. That's going to die. We drew into another way to have blue. Kill that. And I think we'll just hold up Consider. Next turn we can play Tovolar. Opponent doesn't play anything. I mean, well, it'll also become nighttime, so we'll have a 7/7, which is pretty strong. Go ahead and play Consider. We'll put that in the graveyard. We have enough lands. We have so much lands. We'll go ahead and play Tovolar. Make some wolf tokens. At least have some blockers, which is pretty good. Yeah, I do that too, man. I got wolves. Out here with the wolves. Yeah, you go ahead and attack. I don't think we have to play anything. That's the beauty of this. So, we're not going to play anything. Okay. Makes sense. You want to attack in with Tovolar? That's fine. I will block stuff. Like it's nobody's business. Okay, my turn. We can, like, cast a bunch of stuff and come back. This might not be bad, actually. We'll go ahead and put this... I can actually play that. But, oh well. We'll play this. I'm going to attack in. Opponent blocked, like, legit perfectly. Okay. Burn down the house. Get rid of everything on the board. Worked out. Wrenn Seven. We'll play this. We have a 10/10, so we can go ahead, make a tree folk creature, and we don't have enough to kick it, so we'll just go ahead and hang back. Opponent can't even kill that with Burning Hands, so that's fine. Okie doke. Okie doke. We do have Cinderclasm, so the tokens don't really scare me that much. Opponent's probably not gonna attack. Oh, they do. Okay. That's fine. Let's see where he puts the counter. I mean, I'm trying to think here. So what I could do is block here. Cinderclasm, that's not going to work because I don't have enough to kick it. So we'll block the pack leader. We'll take 7. Wrenn dies. They can go ahead and draw a card. We drew into another Wrenn, which is pretty good. We will make another one of these. No attacks. We'll hold up. Tovlar, interesting. We will kick this, get rid of all the tokens. Go ahead and attack, that's fine. But we're definitely going to block. It's going to happen. We're going to block. Right now, I'm not sure this attack is very good for the opponent, but okay. They don't. Now they just have a couple of the like buff spells in the graveyard, and I'm not sure if that's good. Opponent's not going to have anything to do. They drew some cards, but okay, we got Burning Hands, which isn't bad. We'll go ahead and reveal some lands. We will Rockvale Veil. I will attack for 10. We will leave up Burning Hands and call it a day. Rockfall Veil. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Primal Adversary, they can make one. I'm going to let them do the whole thing, whole spiel. But it's going to be tapped. It's the thing that people don't realize about Primal Adversary. It's tapped. If you have tapped lands, then you're kind of boned. And that's game. Call it what it is. I call it a win. Alright, we'll probably just kind of keep to the same plan here. There's no reason to go too crazy. Oh, Fenrir. In the wrong set, bro. Gotta go back a few. I believe his name is Sarolf. Sarolf, that black-green legendary creature that never saw play, even in Commander. That I know of. We do have removal. We have Consider. 2 Alrund's Epiphany. I wish this was something different. I don't want to mull though. I'm afraid of I'm afraid of the shuffler lately. It's been like shafting me lands and all right. Okay, we got Path, so we can get a green mana. I totally miscued those lands. All right, we'll pass a turn. Opponent will probably play Tovlar or something here. Hound Tamer. We'll go ahead and kill that. Play. We have a ton of these in hand. Jeez. Probably just foretell this, and then play Consider. Hopefully we can get into some green mana. Arlen, okay. Nice. We gotta do this now, unfortunately. We will decline, put this into our hand. We need the green. We'll go ahead and play this out. We have the clock's quick, but we have a little bit of time. So we'll grab a Snowland. Frostbite's pretty good. We'll play this. We'll decline. And it should be daytime, so shouldn't run into that at least. Opponent wants to make a bunch of wolves. That's actually pretty good for us. they want to continue to play stuff out of their hand. They decide not to, so we're just going to get rid of all of it. Okay, Hound Tamer. Definitely need to get in some lands here. This is pretty good. We'll go ahead and probably just plus this. I'm going to try and get some more lands in hand. And if it survives, even better. We can play Alrund's Epiphany the next turn. This is cute. Untamed pup. Okay. This opponent went like full on out when it came to werewolves. Okay, Alrund's Epiphany. Take an extra turn. Go ahead and do this. Put this in the hand, I guess. Library, this. We can shoot this down, which is pretty good. Let's leave up some blockers. Now opponent has daytime stuff. Burn down the house is pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and cast an Alrund's Epiphany. Attack for 2. Play Rockfall Veil. We will put this down as a blue. Alrund's Epiphany. Attack for 4. Drew into another land. We'll play this as a green. We will attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this. Get more lands out of the deck. Don't know if we need another one of these. We might, just in case. Just in case. Okay, Ranger class, nice. I'm going to play this with the Devils. And we're just going to attack in. And that's game. Rip opponent. I mean, it's a pretty fun deck so far. Let's do another one. Still playing some Temur ramp. Out here ramping. It's going good so far. Luckily, this format is still, it's not figured out yet. I mean, it's new standard. Everybody's very excited about playing new things. A lot of removal here. We'll see. I'll take it. Got stuff to interact with. And this can draw us cards if we need it. Let's go ahead. We'll play the island first. Okay, so it is aggro of some sort. We will play that and move on. What are we doing here, opponent? I like this guy too. You can't see him, but I got the new ghost spirit pet, and I like him. I think he's cool. Lair of the Hydra. Probably play Path next turn. Prosperous Innkeeper. We're going to kill him. For sure. Opponent's got something tricksy up his sleeve. Looks like they're playing Jund so far. Okay, play this on green. We will Path to the Festival. We'll grab probably a second red in case we draw into like Gold Span Dragon or something. Yeah, they're playing Jund. No idea what they're playing in Jund, but they're playing Jund. Skullport Merchant, okay. So it's a treasure deck, which is pretty cool. Drew into, like, probably the best card we could have drawn into. Yeah, we're going to put this down as a green. We're going to get rid of the board state. They got to rebuild. Hammerstern Predator. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and shoot at that. Because they don't have anything to sacrifice to make it indestructible. Okay, Skullport Merchant. We can definitely expressive iteration this turn. Or do that. We'll put this in Foretold land. Look for a blue mana here. Okay. We'll put this into our hand. This into the library. This into exile. We'll put this into play. And that's pretty much it. That's all we can do. Opponent has not very much going on right now, so... Okay, Hammerstern. Makes sense. I don't think opponent's going to want to sacrifice the Skullport. They probably will. Play this on blue. We will. Alrund's Epiphany. Have a blocker for the Predator. We will do this. Honestly, I don't really have to do anything. I think we're just going to start activating this, pumping in damage. Yeah, opponent can sacrifice stuff all he wants to give the Predator indestructible, but that's a clock. Magda. Another Skullport. This is where the burn down the house becomes extremely tempting. That's fine. We will block anyway. He has to... You have to tap it for indestructible. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so you don't have to tap it, but that's okay. We do have ways to deal with it. And now, opponent does not have anything else. This is an interesting interaction here. You got the tap and the other thing going on. Okay, that does nothing. We'll just go to game 2. It's fine. It's fine. This could be an interesting card to play. Can't be blocked, so that's got something going for it. I'm going to go down a couple of those. Maybe down one of these, and then probably down some considers. Now we're going to go for it. MJB 429. Vanifar. Okay, this is kind of wild. No snow mana. I still am upset about the snow mana thing. You buy all these really gorgeous lands, and then you can't even use them. It's ridiculous. We'll play this. No, because we're not going to be able to play anything for a little while, so we can play this on a red. Kill whatever early creature he's got. You know, I totally forgot Duress got printed in this format. It's so funny to me. We will just continue to poke away and draw some cards. This could be an interesting inclusion. And we don't have to play anything. That's the beauty of this. Okay, Rockfall Veil. And attack. Draw a card, then discard a card. We'll get rid of one of these. That's fine. Man, when this is like the werewolf, the 2/1, that's pretty crazy. You just draw a card. Like, it's... That's pretty wild. Wow, they wasted a Shatter Skull on that. Like, no way, man. Not today. That's hilarious. Alright, well, since you killed my thing, I'm going to kill your thing. Nothing but land. Already a good game. I can feel it. Interesting little brew from the opponent, though. Emberstern Predator is quite the card. Let's go ahead and do this. Well, we're going to put this into our hand, put this into our library, and put this onto the battlefield. And we're going to put this as a green. Okay, I got one of those too, dog. Okay. We do need blue, so we'll put blue down. Now it's a race. Mine looks cooler. The Seeker's Chariot. Neat. Neat. I will race you all day, son. I don't fear nothing. Could be interesting. We'll play this. Can't be blocked. And then we're just gonna, we might even just hold up. No real reason. Could trade. Opponent might have another one. Could also just build mana for if we draw into like Alrund's Epiphany or something. Yep, we'll go for it. Start trading or start going for it. Probably gonna get punished for that, but what can you do? Okay, Kazandu Mammoth, nice. That's a lot of damage. It's like 10 damage. Is there a way I can win? No, that's 12. Okay. I Actually, we'll block here. He can keep his chariot. Obviously, because I don't have anything that's strong enough to take care of it. Alrund's Epiphany would have saved us here. We could have attacked, boom, drawn into something else, but we're not going to make it through that one. You win some, you lose some in the brew game. Let's get to another one. Still playing us some Temur ramp. Melkor. Some good times. Hope everyone's been doing alright. It's been a crazy world. Crazy world we live in. But I'm hanging in there, for sure. Let's play this first. I don't think we're playing red-green werewolves. Joke's on them. We're not. Alright. We'll leave up consider. Okay. Red-white. Hobgoblin Captain. Interesting. So they're playing red-white gobos. We will not put that into the graveyard, actually. That is going to kill that. Poosh! And then we're going to play this land. See what the opponent's got. Okay, rally the ranks. Neat. We'll go ahead and set up for future turns here. I will put this into my hand, this back in the library, and then we will exile this and play this. And if opponent decides to dump a bunch of goblins onto the board, we have answers. We have blue, blue, red, red. Oh, we'll throw down another red. Play this. We'll get a green. Put this on the bottom. We're going to shoot this, take 2 damage, and then I'm going to hold up consider so we can hopefully get into our end game here. We shall see. Expressive Iteration's like an honorary snow card. Oh yeah, we'll put that in the graveyard. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's put this into the foretell zone. Let's go ahead and Expressive Iteration. We will put Tovolar into our hand for sure. Put this into the library, put this into exile. Play this as our land for turn. Your go, opponent. I seen a pair of goblins. Yeah. Well, we have burned down the house, so we'll clear the board pretty easily. This card's insane, man. Okay, that's fine. I honestly don't know what we're going to do here. Probably this. We're going to burn down the house for sure. That's going to happen. Burning down the house! Anyway. Goblins cleared. Yep, opponent's done. Interesting. They must not have got lands. Alright, Cinderclasm. Probably just go with some removal here. Maybe add in the other copy of Tovolar. Cut down on some gold spans. And an Expressive Iteration. Sounds good. That's good. The removal in this standard format is kind of banana sandwich. What you got for me, Melkor? What you got for me? apparently you got sitting in your sideboarding. All right, getting back to it. That game wasn't that bad. We actually we got into everything that we needed. It was really solid. Tons of ramp in this hand. All pathways. Something to put down to kind of give us blockers, but we don't have any way to deal with any early threats. I kind of like this a little better, even though we don't have any red mana. But we can find some. That's the beauty of it. So we'll keep Consider. And we will hold up Consider. Hopefully find some red mana. We just need lands. Just need lands. That's life. Land needs. Decline that. Probably put this down next, even though this makes this tapped. Oh, man. Alright, yep, we'll go ahead and play that. Because we're definitely going to need expressive iteration here. We can get to burn down the house. I keep doing burning down the house in my head. We'll be okay. We'll expressive iteration. We'll put this into hand. And then this into exile. Oh. Cracking my back. Cracking the back. Well, opponent doesn't have anything else going on this turn, maybe. That kind of puts a damper into things, because if I kill this stuff now, I'm in threat of that I take 6 regardless. Yeah, so we're just dead. We didn't get to the lands we needed in time. Rough business, bro. Anyway, let's just rerun it. We'll run it back. Opponent's being sneaky and bringing in Rally the Ranks with the Gabos deck. This is a really decent opening hand. We can at least interact with stuff that they're putting out. Kind of want to play this first, and then we'll consider at the end of their turn. Consider what we're going to play. So I didn't even notice it, but the Hall of the Storm Giants is underwater. It looks like there's like fish everywhere. So what have we learned? Kill goblins at the first chance you get. That's what you get. We will consider. Will not put that in the graveyard. I'm going to play this. We will kill this immediately. We have Cinderclasm. Rally the Ranks, of course. Makes sense. It's doing what your deck is meant to do. We'll play this for now. I'm going to probably play this on blue next turn so we can Memory Deluge. Oh man, that kind of switches things up, don't it? Yeah, we'll Memory Deluge anyway, because we can find land if we need it. Nice. Seen to pair of goblins. Now, if opponent plays a Lord here, actually it doesn't really matter that much. This is happening, I feel like this is deja vu of the first game. Alright, well, we'll kill all those for sure. Let's Memory Deluge. Could be interesting. I think we're going to need another one of those, though. What do we need? Need another green for Wrenn. We're probably not going to play it, so this will be blockers. I guess we'll take that. That ended up working out anyway. Burn down the house. Get rid of everything. We can play Tovolar next turn if we survive. Looks like we do. So we're going to go ahead and play Tovolar out. Make some blockers. Get a big blocker. It's daytime. That puts a bit of a damper on things. Here's what we're going to do. The double blocks with the goblins, that's fine. Okay, he just doesn't take any damage whatsoever. We're going to not cast anything because we can have Tovolar activate. Oh, that's even better. Oh, man. I want to get to the next turn. Let's get to the next turn. On upkeep with kicker. Wipe his board before he even draws a card. Great. Wonderful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Opponent has nothing. So we're going to attack with our Grave Titan. Yep, that's game. That was just like the best card the opponent could have had that we needed just for us to blow them out. Let's get to the wrap up, talk about what we just did. So what have we learned? What did we gain from playing this deck? We learned that, I mean, all of these call time cards are like starting to really show how powerful they should have been and really are. Goldspan Dragon isn't going anywhere. It's a card that is just super strong. We lost that one match against that like weird Jund, Immersturm Predator, Goldspan Dragon deck. Had really cool synergies and interactions. That's the cool thing about like new standard is people are trying a bunch of different things before guys like Luis Scott Vargas and all these people find like the stuff that breaks the game, and then we're back to 4 or 5 decks and we just kind of sit around and you know, get competitive for a while. So I'm enjoying this while it lasts. Wrenn Seven, I still don't know what deck it goes into, but it's a powerful card. Tovolar's Huntmaster, when it's flipped, like, get out of here, man. Better Grave Titan. And it also has a fight spell embedded right into it. So, and this is just a great removal spell, and this card just keeps impressing me. Like, a 5 mana, 5 damage Wrath effect in red is, like, super strong. And it hits creatures and planeswalkers. So, there's tons to consider. You can definitely craft this. I'm not going to tell people not to craft stuff anymore because we're into new standard, and it's the best time to get into the game because you can start with these standard sets and start building your collection and making things good. And honestly, like, getting all these mythics and stuff and all these lands is just the best way to spend your wild cards anyway. Like, I tell people always craft your lands. Always craft your lands before you craft anything else, because if you have a solid mana base throughout the entirety of standard, you're pretty much set, because once you do get to the point where you are crafting all these like really busted cards and doing these things, you can build any deck you want in the end. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. You guys know what it is. I'm going to keep bringing you guys videos 2-3 times a week. I'm going to make sure that you guys got stuff to watch. We got new standard, tons of stuff to try, tons of stuff to play. And as always, good luck out there in the Magic Sphere. I'll see you guys next time, okay?